Aloha everyone, it's Cindy from Stamped with Aloha, and today I'm going to be sharing with you an alternate card that I created using the March 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit. The March 2020 kit came with a bonus stamp set, and that's the stamp set I'll be using today to teach you how to create a pop-up card. We're going to start using the card base. This is a colorful one that came in the Paper Pumpkin Kit, and then we're going to take a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock. Now this has been cut at 3.5 by 3.5, and I ran it through the Layered Leaves embossing folder. I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue and put liquid glue on the back. And then I'm going to take this and place this over the little card, covering up the image that was printed on it. So I'll just press this down. The next step will be to do some stamping. So I'm going to grab my stamp. Now this is one of the images from that new set. It's a little basket of flowers, and it is a photopolymer stamp, so I want to use a piercing mat to stamp on so I can get the best impression. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White. This has been cut at 2.25 by 3 inches, and I'm going to use my black Memento ink pad, and I'm going to stamp this image 2 times side by side. Okay, now that our baskets are stamped, we're going to go ahead and grab a second image. Now the thing I love about this stamp set is that this is a 2-step stamping set. So this particular image has a second stamp that you can stamp right on top of it so that all the flowers get colored in with just one stamp. So I'm going to line this up so I can see that I had it upside down. I'm going to look for the tiniest little flower so that I can line that up. Just kind of find a marker so that it'll be easy for me to identify that I have the stamp in the right place. And once you kind of have that marker, that guideline that you're looking for, it makes the 2-step stamping really easy. Now we are going to add a little bit more color to these in just a minute, but for right now I'm going to put those aside and grab another scrap of white cardstock. And then we're going to quickly stamp 3 more baskets, and you can see how fast 2-step stamping is. So now we're going to do a little bit of coloring. I have light soft suede, and then we're going to go ahead and color in the basket. Let me just demonstrate on one of these here. I'm going to use some light soft suede ink to color in the basket, and then a light old olive to color in the leaves. And I'll just quickly brush color on all the tiny little leaves. Now once this is finished, I'm going to go ahead and color all the rest of these images. And then for the little baskets that are on the top here, I'm going to use my paper snips to cut these out. So our images are colored, so I'm going to take this piece here and then the additional baskets that I colored and cut out. I'll just place them here. And then I want to add a little bit more color to this bottom piece here. So I'm going to grab a dark balmy blue Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm just going to brush some color underneath the basket of flower images. So just brush on some color like that. And then I'm going to take and put some adhesive on the back. And I'm going to mount this to a piece of basic black cardstock. This has been cut at 2.5 by 3.25. And now we'll have a dimensional dance break. Okay, that was fun. And now we're going to place this right on the center of our card. And then we'll grab this additional basket image, and I'm going to grab some more dimensionals, no dancing this time, and we'll just place 2 dimensionals on the back of that cutout image, and then we'll place that right in the center. So now we have a little bit of dimension on the front like that. We're going to leave the front plain because we are going to put our sentiment on the inside. Now this is going to be a pop-up card, so on the inside of the card we're going to use our Simply Scored tool, and then I have a strip of Pear Pizzazz cardstock that's been cut at 1.5 inches by 7 inches, and I'm going to score this at 1 3/4, 3.5, and 5.25 inches. And so now we have a scored Pear Pizzazz strip. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold in the 2 ends. And then I'm going to place this in my Layered Leaves embossing folder. And then we'll run that through the Big Shot, and once it's all been embossed, it's going to look like this. So you can see that it has this nice, beautiful three-dimensional leaf pattern on it from that embossing folder. And then we're going to take this and we're going to grab our liquid glue and our card, and then we're going to open up the card and we'll put the liquid glue on the back of the strip, and then we're going to mount this onto the very bottom in the far left corner of the card, and then on the opposite end we'll just put glue on that first little square section, and then we'll just glue that down. So we're only gluing the top and the bottom squares of that strip. And then we're going to take the inside squares and pop them out to form a little popping, like a little step on the side of the card. Now I'm going to grab those cutout flower baskets. So let's see, I have one here, and here's a second one. Now originally I was only going to do two, but I've decided that I wanted to add a third, so I colored and cut out a third one. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. And then we'll peel off the backing. And then I'm going to take the first basket and I'm going to mount this on that top square right at the top left corner of the card. Then I'm going to take the second basket image, remove the dimensional backings, and then I'm going to place this one on that folded pop-out section of that Pear Pizzazz strip. Then for this third piece, I'm going to go ahead and get the dimensional backings off, but I'm going to set that to the side because I want to position the sentiment on this card first. So I have this little blue strip, and I'm going to stamp with the photopolymer stamp, so I have it on my piercing mat. And then using my black Memento ink pad, I'm going to ink up this stamp that says, "I believe in you." And then I'm going to just position that over this little banner, and then we're going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back of this as well. This card definitely uses a lot of dimensionals. So then we'll peel the backing, and then I'm going to just take this and just slide it so that it goes right underneath that basket image. So it just kind of tucks in behind there and then goes onto the back of the card. And then we'll grab that final basket and we'll just place that right underneath the words so that it just frames it really nicely. So that's our card. It's just a really fun card for somebody who loves flowers, and has that nice little surprise inside when you open it up. So my mom is somebody who loves flowers, and it's her birthday coming up this weekend. So I wanted to create a birthday card, so I used the Varied Vases stamp set because the words were perfect for this card. So it says birthday wishes on the outside, and then inside it says hoping your day blooms with happiness. So that's a fun sentiment and perfect for this card that features all these flower baskets. Well, it was fun stamping with you today. I hope you enjoyed learning an alternate idea for your paper pumpkin kit. Aloha!